Okay, so good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for attending tonight's meeting. It really is going to be pretty brief. I just wanted to make sure that everyone, actually, let me text. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. I know everyone hopefully got the message, but I didn't get a chance just because I was running around earlier today. I didn't get a chance to reach out individually, and I apologize for that because I did intend to email or text everyone at least just to make sure everybody was going to be able to come. But let me just text our other scholar, Tyrese. 1 second, because he's pretty prompt with things like this. Okay. All right. So I wanted to call this meeting because Andrew, are you there? And is your mom there? I think you're the only one I didn't hear from. I mean, I see you are there, but are you able to unmute yourself to let me know if your mom is going to be participating? Because she's also one of the chaperones. And so I was hoping we can get everybody. I know it was pretty last minute, so I do apologize for that. It has really been a super duper crazy week, crazy months, plural. So, but I do want to just give a couple of updates on where we stand with the internship, right? So we are full speed ahead. We have confirmed nine. We have nine confirmed rather scholars who will be participating with us at this current time. Okay. And so I'm going to read those names off to you all, and so that our scholars are aware, because some of you all have been part of each other's cohorts. So you might be familiar, and then this will probably some of you might be learning these individuals for the first time during this internship. So which is amazing because I'm excited to get everyone together so that you all can know each other, learn more about each other. So we have Adrian, Andrew, Seoni or Cece, Sierra, Janaya, Malachi, Tyrese, Roberto, and Kavion. Okay. And so we'll have 9 scholars and currently 5 sorry, my phone just started recording. Currently 5 chaperones. Okay. So, as it stands, hopefully everyone will, still participate. All of our we have like 3 chaperones who are confirmed, actually 4. Actually all 5 really. All 5 have confirmed. None of them have backed out. And I don't anticipate anyone to at this point, but life happens, things happen. So, should anything change or come up, obviously I'd need to know that sooner than later. The biggest thing right now for us is securing the flights, right? Because choking me. The closer we get to the trip, the more expensive the flights are going to be, because we're going at a peak, at a time where it's peak season for them. So that means not only is it the very height of summer, but it is also what they call or what they celebrate as their Jamaican Independence Week. And we're going like right in the middle of that. And that is a high touristy time. Jamaica in and of itself. Montego Bay is is one of the main tourist attraction areas in Jamaica, and second to, or like first to Negril. Negril would be second, and then or second to Montego Bay. So we are actually anticipating working primarily in Montego Bay, but we might be traveling. We'll have vehicles that will transport us to and from locations. So if we're not on site where we're staying, wherever we will be working, or our scholars will be working, they, you know, will have transportation to and from. And so it will either be rather Montego Bay or Negril. Now, I'd rather, you know, and I'm still working out logistics with this because originally what they wanted to do. So let me kind of explain the landscape a little bit. So we are going to Jamaica so that we can support, you know, smaller businesses, smaller organizations, those more local establishments, right, that could use our assistance, our help, and we could really be an asset to them for the 10 days or 8 days, right? We got the first leg and the last leg are travel days, so we don't really consider those. And then we have our training, right? So we have a day of training and just getting familiar and acclimated. And then, you know, the scholars will get right into doing whatever it is that they're going to do for the next 4 to 5 days. And then it's presentations, right? They're going to kind of, you know, wrap it up and, you know, tell us all they've learned, put a presentation together and either do it as a group or individually. So that's essentially what's going to happen. And so that being said, because originally that was, you know, that's been the plan, a lot of these more local establishments are smaller as well, right? And so when we think of, you know, the smaller, more boutique resorts, the challenge is that they are smaller in rooms and accommodations as well, right? So if they were to accommodate all of us, the ones that you know we had that were, you know, that wanted to work with us, some of them had like maybe 10 rooms, some of them had 20 rooms. We'd basically fill up there, and, you know, we'd basically be their clientele as well as their help. So that wouldn't, you know, logistically and just, you know, it just wouldn't make sense, um, you know, for them or for us really, you know, because we would basically be servicing ourselves if you know, if that were the case. And so we had to kind of try to scale up a little bit more so that we are still working with local rather organizations and local, you know, hotels or establishments, restaurants or what have you, businesses. But it may very well be that we have to kind of change up, you know, locations and where we decide to, you know, to place our scholars, if that makes any sense. Does anyone have any questions about that? I don't want to confuse anyone, but so essentially what they were going to do was, we had 3 resorts that wanted us to, you know, that needed our assistance. One business, the owner of this business actually needs help. He needs assistance with like his website and things of that nature. So we have scholars who are absolutely, you know, well versed in that, right? They're experienced in that. They have, you know, technology background or whatever, technological background. What the issue is that I don't want our scholars split up like that, right? Working is different, but staying and reside, you know, being there for the full 10 days and all of our scholars being split between 3 resorts is just not ideal for me. And it wouldn't be ideal for any of the parents. I'm speaking for the parents because you know, as a mother myself, it
That
would,
is correct.
yes, exactly. So we had to kind of go back to the drawing board with that. And I told our partner that, you know, they have to, you know, she's got to, you know, she's gonna have to revisit that and come up with something. So she narrowed it down to 2, you know, but so we have a meeting tomorrow to discuss that and to see it, you know, how close in proximity they are, if they're within the same area, if they're both in Montego Bay, because one was in the grill, one was in like the mountains of Montego Bay, where the other one was like downtown Montego Bay. So they were all like, and I was like, no. So anyway, that being said, we do have prospects or, you know, hotels who are interested, or establishments, organizations that are interested. It really is just a matter of figuring out which of those best fits what we're trying to accomplish with our scholars and the overall picture. Are there any questions about that? Any questions? About that? Okay, so then we have, our travel day would be July the 28th. And I think I wrote this down too. I just want to make sure because we went through it and I was typing it all up. Anyway, so let me just go to the calendar real quick. Our travel days, just for the sake of time, I had it all written out real pretty, but I don't even think I have it on here. So our travel date is the 28th of July, which is a Friday, okay? Most establishments, especially like hotels, restaurants, they're open throughout the weekend. So it could very well be that we travel on on that Friday, July the 28th. If we travel early enough, it could very well be that we can kill two birds with one stone, where we drop our bags, we go straight to those establishments, and we, meet with the owners or management or whomever. They get the training, and then by Sunday or Monday at latest, they'd be ready to rock and roll, right? So then we have that Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, no later than Monday would they be working. So Monday through Friday, they will be, working, and the goal is to have them rotate. So have them do maybe 1 or 2 days in one location, and then rotate and have them go to a different location and have that experience, right? And that's essentially what the plan is going to be. And then by August the 5th, which is that Saturday, we will be wrapping everything up, right? So that'll be presentation day. That'll be the day where everyone will get, we'll finish up everything we have to do, tie up any loose ends, and then essentially it will be our scholars. And so all throughout this time, they're going to be working on putting together, or thinking about rather what they want to present on based on the experience that they've had throughout that time. And then, on Saturday, they'll present it. So they'll be, throughout this time, they should be taking notes, right? What they experienced from day one, okay, all the way up through the day that they are, they end this internship, or at least the on the job training portion of it. And then that Saturday, the 5th, is when they'll do their final presentations, okay? And then the 6th and the 7th are excursion days. So we'll be traveling, we'll be going to different, we've talked about going to the Duns River Falls. Has anyone ever been to Jamaica? Parents? I know most of our scholars have been like, no, I've never been. Have you, Miss Vita?
Yes, I've been to Montego Bay, but we stayed on a resort. We didn't go anywhere. And I was pissed, so I want to go back. I'm actually trying to go back out there while y'all are out there, but I know I won't be able to see him probably, but I'm going on vacation.
I know that's right. Go ahead. Yeah, so my husband and I went for the first time on our honeymoon years ago. We're actually going to be celebrating 11 years. Yeah, so, and we went to Duns River Falls. And so I was like, gotta go. So Duns River Falls is on the list. And then we'll do like 1 or 2. I know my partner actually wants to do like multiple excursions, and I'm just like, it's not possible. We only have, this amount of time to work with. And so, but that Sunday and Monday, those are going to be leisure days. And then throughout that time too, guys, like it is, it's not all work and no play. Like we're going to work hard, we're going to play hard, right? We're going to have fun in the evenings. We're also going to have a formal night or semi-formal night. Don't get too hard, too crazy with it, but semi-formal night where we'll all go out together to dinner. Maybe I don't want to give out too much of it, because then I give away some of the goodness, right? So just know that we're gonna have a lot of fun. But just some of the things to be prepared for, as far as attire, right? We are going to be getting t-shirts made. So everyone will have a S.O.A.R t-shirt. Obviously, whatever the attire would be for the establishment that the scholars will be working for, that will be the attire that they're expected to wear. And hopefully they'll let us know in advance. In the event that they won't have something, it might just be like a black collared shirt, or a solid collared. Usually it's like a collared button, halfway buttoned short sleeve shirt and some slacks or something like that, just depending on where you're going to be working. For those who might be working front desk, or for those who might be in the back working on websites or whatever, like it may, that that will all be determined. And then we can let you all know that closer to the time, so you know how to plan. And we'll also have a list and outline together of all the things that will be needed for the trip. Okay. Passports. Is there anyone who does not have a passport? Because you should have an appointment to get one ASAP if you don't. I know most of you, some of you I know have traveled, that I know of personally that have, who've traveled. So I know for sure that, some of you have your passports, but if you do not, please, I implore you, because it does take a while. The turnaround time for that is pretty lengthy.
Yeah, I just went to take my passport yesterday, and they said it's going to take about 9 weeks.
Yeah, did you do it expedited?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Did you go to the one in Linden?
No, I think I went to one in Garwood or something.
Okay, because the one in Linden, I was told that they have expedited too, and that you can get it even quicker. Like they've, I had a couple who's actually from Jamaica, and they frequent Jamaica all the time. They're residents here in Roselle, but they frequent there all the time. And they let me know that Linden is a good spot to go to for expedited, because they can get it. You get it. It does cost a little bit more money though. And that is another thing. If there's any issues that you guys run into, please let me know, so that we can kind of combat that well ahead of time.
You can call, because that's what I had to do with C's. I'm doing the expedited. They told me, like, they gave me the date, like, if I don't have it by June 20th, call. And if you did Janiyah, for sure get expedited, you can call and upgrade it, and they can make it expedited too. So I looked into that information.
Yeah, and it's like you have to pay extra for it to come sooner. And my mom paid like $300 for it. So it's like,
yeah, so let us know though. Let me know, like, if there's anything, like if there's anything additional that is, that it might cost. I can just talk to me offline about it, okay? And let me know, because I don't mind helping out if there's a need for it. I don't want anybody to be anyone's issue. But I do know at this point, especially for you, Janiyah, just being added on, definitely let me know what that added cost is. And anyone else on the line. Yes.
So I went to apply for Kavion's passport on the 9th. I did expedite it and everything, but Kavion's dad is in the military. And the lady gave me such a hard time because I didn't have his consent. So she let me fill out some form in case the dad is not available. I had to put a reason why I couldn't get his consent. Finally, I was able to contact him because he's out to sea. So there was no type of communication. I had to wait for him to call. So I got the form, but I haven't been able to get passport online. I've been trying to email them and everything. When I sent them an email, they sent me an auto response email. It wasn't like a person replying to it. So I've been trying to call them every day so that I can get them this form, because I don't want to delay it anymore. I'm afraid that they're going to get back to me and say, we don't have his dad's permission. We can't, and I'm hoping and praying that that's not the case. Sorry, take a picture. Yeah, sorry, my nephew is walking right now, but I'm hoping and praying that that's not the case. So I will keep you guys posted, but I'm doing everything I can because I need him to go on his trip.
Yeah, definitely. Please keep me posted. You can go in person, and I did send, and I don't know if if you tried that, but there are some locations in New York. I know in Manhattan. I don't know how far you are from Manhattan. I know where the school is, but I don't know like how far you are from the school, or just Manhattan. But I think it's in the oh man, I got to look back at it, but I think it's like in the courthouse district, or like in that area, like downtown Manhattan area. Yeah.
If you can get me that information, I'll go. I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I will go down there with the form. I just I don't want no trouble.
Yeah, I sent it out. I'll search for it and I'll resend it just so you guys, and I emailed it to you guys too, like all the different locations. And then I emailed the link that has like locations nationwide. that you all
Okay.
can, yeah. And then, like I was telling Janaya, there's one close to us, like right in the town over from us that, and the post office, check with your post office, because most post offices do passports and they will do it expedited.
No, so I've already completed that whole process, but I was saying they gave me a special form, like a special occurrence form, if I didn't have the permission of his father. And I filled it out so it can go through anyway, so it can get to them and they can start processing it. But my issue is I finally got the permission form from his father completed and filled out. Now I can't get to anybody to get them that form.
Oh, wow.
Right. That's the problem.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can do some research, and see if I can find some information for you, because that's the first time I've ever heard of that. I'm in the military, and I've never heard of that. So
this lady gave me such a hard time. I was so mad. Like, are you serious, man? He's not even here. Like,
oh my gosh.
But yeah,
wow.
So she's like, since I think she said like 2008, you have to have both parents' permission, and because I didn't have his permission, she didn't really want to put it through. But I kind of forced her. Like, I don't know where he is. He's in the military. He's out in the ocean somewhere. We don't communicate. How do you expect me to get that?
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. And I can reach out to some of my military colleagues tomorrow and see if they, are aware. I mean, we all have, clearly we all have to have a passport.
Right.
Yeah. And so I agree with Ms. C, going in person to one of the locations that does the passports is probably going to be more beneficial for you anyway. Again, just to give them that form. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Give them the form. And just say, listen, I was told I needed to do this in order for the process to be completed. Is there anything else that, I need to get this done? Like my son is going on this internship. I need to get this done. I think just being in person is probably going to be more advantageous for you. Make sure. Are you seeing all the goodness in the chat from Miss C? Miss C,
yes, I see it. I have it. He actually emailed it to me in a PDF format. So I have it. I printed it out. So I'll have it in my email. I just need to get it to them. Thank you, Misty.
Yeah, definitely. Keep a copy of everything. Your life. Always make a copy of it.
Yes, I work for NTA. We have to copy everything. Like, you can't give away any paper without having a copy of it, because that's on you if they lose it.
Yep.
So it's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely keep us posted on that. But I would absolutely say, to go in person if you can, and I'll resend the information, and then you can you can see which one is closest to you. That would be more, that would be more convenient for you.
Okay. I'm actually just gonna go back to the courthouse because I did it at the courthouse. I'm gonna just go back to the courthouse on Tuesday when I'm off and let them know and see what I can do.
Okay. All right. Well, keep us posted. And then, if there's any additional costs or anything like that, just let me know. Because I don't want that to be a hindrance either. So,
okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So here's how we plan on breaking down the arrangements when we get there. We're looking at having 7 rooms total, 4 rooms for the scholars and 3 rooms for the chaperones. Now that means that we gonna be bunking together. We gonna really get to know each other, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Amy had already said that we share in a room, so.
Well, we'll have to talk about that offline. You just stay behind. We'll talk about that. But you didn't hear me call her name, right? So, again, Adrian, Andrew, Cece, Sierra, Janaya, Malachi, Tyrese, Roberto, and Kavion. Okay. And so you all can decide how and with whom, but I will tell you that because we have 3 young ladies, you all will likely stay together in one room. And that, I think that's cool. And then for the guys, we'll have 2 to a room. And then for the chaperones. Missy, I snore, but I'm saying, if you okay with that, my husband still loves me after 11 years. No, but so we'll also do the same. So I believe, it's going to be myself, you, Miss Tiana, Miss Melissa, and Mr. Roberto, Senior, Roberto Jr.'s dad. So he'll likely have his own room, or unless Roberto wants to stay with his dad, that'll be up to them. But if that is the case, and if Roberto does stay with his dad, then we might have 3 to a room for one, and just and take one room down. But that's the plan, right? So everybody, we're gonna stick it out. We're gonna stick together. We're gonna make have fun with it. Listen, y'all, I did this in high school, okay? And every time I think about the experience that I had, it was absolutely phenomenal. Like hence why we are where we are right now. My first trip was to Barbados at 16 years old, and I did my first internship in Barbados, and it changed my life. Clearly. And I didn't know it then how much of an impact it had on me. But as I grew older, and I'm not saying old, as I became an adult, I quickly realized, how much it impacted me, how much it resonated, how much it left an imprint on me and what I desired to do. From going from not knowing what I wanted to do at all to just, the Lord just dropping everything like gems, And so anyway, that's my experience with it. And I'm hoping that you all can walk away with the same, and not necessarily, go the same path I went, but there's so many avenues just from the exposure alone. You know what I mean? Just getting to learn a different culture, just getting to learn a different, getting a different take and getting different perspectives, and just lifestyles and how people live and how people move and how they operate. It really does give you a level of appreciation that I think is good for society as a whole. Just makes us better people, when you get to know others better. So that's my spiel. Yes, so we have the first and the last legs are the travel days. We have the at the very least that that Monday through that Friday will be the work days, right? So that Monday, once again, let me go back to the calendar. Hopefully you all are writing this down, so that, and then it's recorded too, so you all can go back and listen in. And then I'll also have Miss Donna transcribe the notes so that you guys can receive that as well. So from the 31st of July through the 4th of February, expect those days to be work days, okay? And then
not February.
Huh?
Not February.
Did I say February?
It sounded like you said February.
No, I said July. 31st of July. Oh, I might have said February. I'm sorry. The 31st of July, not February. Through the 4th of August, not February. I'm a little back there. I'm telling you, this year is going by so fast.
You're speaking something else into fruition.
There you go. I'll be going again in the winter.
Right.
But no, I apologize if I misspoke. So the 31st of July through the 4th of February, the 4th of August. Oh my gosh. See, now you got me saying February. The 4th of August will be work days. All right. The 5th, let's just say that's going to be wrap up everything, again, tying loose ends, and then presentations. Okay, so that scholars will be you all, you'll be, everything that you've worked on, and it's similar to what you did in our program, right? So from day one, every single class, it built on the last, right? And so from everything that you all learned, it basically just it was a stair step, right? To the final product, to what you were supposed to produce at the end of the course. And this is essentially going to be the same, the same thing, the same concept. But in this case, this is real life stuff you're doing, right? So you're going to be able to tell us your actual experience, what you've learned throughout the process, throughout, what you like, good, bad, and different, whatever, right? We do these surveys for a reason. so that we know what we can, change, what we can enhance, what we can get rid of altogether if it doesn't work, right? So that's what's going to happen on that Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday, once again, those are excursion days. Those are going to be days that we go out and we have fun, and it's going to be Jamaican Independence Week, right? So, we'll go out and, I'm excited. Miss Vita, I'm just saying, like, you may, just come hang out with us for those days if you want to.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm taking all my notes because I'm definitely trying to get a few days so I can come down here. So now I know to come the second half, because I was confused. Right. I'm like, should I go the first half or the second half? But I got it.
Yes, definitely the second half towards the latter part of the week. And then again, the 6th and 7th will be, and that's forthcoming as far as like the locations. But we'll get to go out, and explore. And again, Dunn's River Falls is on the top of the list. And then we'll figure out from there what other area. I know she mentioned there was some what is it called? An illuminating lagoon or something like that. You guys know where the water illuminates? Oh my gosh.
She looked that up. Yeah, she loves that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm going to look that up.
Yes, look it up. I don't recall the name, but I was doing some background research, and then our partner, Miss Christine, was telling us that there's a place where they have where the water, when you sit in this boat and it there's like these illuminating rocks. I forget what the name of the place is, but anyway, the water illuminates and you're like in this cave, and it's just anyway. So yeah, so that's on the list too. Now, Miss Christine is actually from Jamaica. And so she's very familiar with the landscape, and and so she travels all around the world actually. She actually wanted our first trip to be Africa, but I was like, no, let's go someplace a little closer.
That's on my bucket list too.
Time you could be a chaperone with us.
Yes,
because we will be going to the motherland. But okay, so then that's that, and then the 8th will be our travel day. So that'll be the final leg of our trip. Now, here's the kicker. We will all likely, with the exception of Miss C, who lives in Florida and is likely closer to Jamaica from where she is. She will not fly here just to go back there, or go down there. She'll fly straight from Florida to Jamaica. However, it is cheaper. Excuse me, it is less expensive. People tell me not to use the word cheap, but it is what it is. It is less expensive. It is more cost efficient. Whatever you want to slice it, it is. It is a lot. It's a little less expensive to travel from Newark Airport, which is closer to me. And it is the major airport in the northern part of New Jersey, and where a lot of even those from New York, they'll travel from New York to New Jersey just to fly from Newark Airport because of the price difference. So just keep that in mind. We will cover Uber to and from, if that is an issue, and we will likely have to stay. We'll have to figure out accommodations, because I am looking to get an early flight out. Right, because we want to maximize on our day. And then I'm going to get a later flight out, not too late, because obviously we have to, worry about the kids getting back. But we want to get a later flight out to maximize on the day coming back. So you get an early flight going and a later flight coming back. Okay, so everybody is, rested up, and we're ready to go when it's time to return. And don't have us looking for y'all, because y'all don't want to leave and come back home, okay? Because I'm not looking for anybody. I'm just saying, y'all gonna be with us or you're not. No, I'm kidding. I kid. All right.
They better fall in line. Shoot.
Yeah, so I'm excited because we're gonna have our t-shirts. We'll have our S.O.A.R t-shirts, and just some of you all have already, you got some swag coming to you too from this fundraiser. And that's the last part. I'm glad I'm segueing into that, because that's the last part of this. The fundraiser. Huge component, huge piece of this puzzle, because that is what essentially we are utilizing to support this trip. That is what we are banking on, if you will, no pun intended, right? And so we need to make sure, and for some of you, you guys already knocked it out the park, right? Roberto, Kavion, you guys, man, and you still raising. I see, some funds still coming in. So you guys rock it out. Janaya just started, and she's already almost at, she's doing a thing. Let's just say that, right? You guys could see. Actually, I'm gonna share the page with you all so that you could see where we stand in total with the fundraising efforts. But for anyone, and again, even for Kavion and Roberto, you made your goal. If you want to help your fellow peers make their goal, feel free to do so, right? We want to make sure, no one is left behind. We want to make sure that everyone is able to participate, and you will. We're not taking that from anybody, but it is going to take some work. And it's going to take some. Give me one second. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull up the website so we can all look at it really quickly and see where we fare or how we fare. And it's still climbing. The numbers are still climbing. I'm excited to see that because right, this is where we are right now. So this is how much we've raised to date. Yes, I see. Is that Janaya's mom? Oh, I don't know. Can you hear me, Janaya? I see you talking. Is that your mom?
Yes, we can hear you.
How are you?
We hear you. We're fine. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. Your daughter is kicking butt with her. Yeah, she's doing it with her fundraiser, just getting started.
Yes, that's
too.
what we were looking at.
Yeah. So this is the total amount that we've done so far. And if you scroll down, it'll kind of give you a breakdown of like how those donations or how communication was disseminated either through email, text invites, social media shares, or other meaning just, we individually sent out emails, text messages, whatever on our own and outside of the platform. All right. And then, actually my husband just showed me how to do this. So this is what everyone will see. So when everybody logs in, this is what they see, right? Oh, and we got our fundraiser extended. So we originally were supposed to end, I believe, tomorrow was supposed to be the last day, but we got a 10-day extension. Asking it shall be given. So I requested that we get an extension. So we could really be successful at reaching our goal, or at least close to it, right? That being said, this is where we are right now, $18,315. Pretty impressive, and I tell you. So this was the highest amount given to date, and that was from the Wawa Foundation, my favorite place to drink coffee and eat everything else. And here's the cheer wall. Oh, there's my husband. My husband just got $50. Now, let me let you know something. Parents, friends, family, if anybody wants to participate, we only have 8 days, by the way. If anybody wants to participate to support this endeavor, even if you're not going, but you want to participate, look at Janaya's name all over here. Everybody, you guys are really rocking it. And CC and all of y'all, you all are doing it. So look, there's some swag there. It'll show, like, if you guys go down the list, you'll see all of the different ones who are getting swag. I think S.O.A.R got some swag in here. She's probably like, she got a bag or something. I think Kavion or one of them got a bag, and so you get to see all of this. And so while my husband and a lot of the executive team won't be there, I believe only two of us from S.O.A.R in general. So Miss C she's an honorary executive team member. She's with us, and then it'll be myself and Miss Tiana. And then Miss Melissa is one of our sister organizations, Angels Live. Her organization is the one who donated the laptops to us last year to give out to the scholars during the gala. And then again, Roberto's dad. But if you guys are, if you want to set up an account and help raise funds, obviously that is welcome. I did receive a call from our borough councilwoman at large, and they're looking to sponsor the scholars from Roselle. However, I don't want to put our eggs in the basket, all of our eggs in that one basket, right? Because, you know, I'm kind of a firm believer of I believe it when I see it. And so we're going to continue to raise our money, and whatever funds come in from her pushing out her emails to the, her top contributors, that's amazing. I've also been sending out emails on behalf of our scholars to any and everyone I can, who I know, these scholars have associations with. So whether it's the high schools, I've sent out, emails to our mayors, our council people from different, cities, and, I'm all about supporting you guys. And so many of our executive team are also participants. And so whatever they raise is basically being evenly distributed out to the scholars so that everyone can participate, right? So this is a team effort. And so this is why it is so important that we do our very, very best to raise as much as we can towards this effort. And because we're going to have a few less than we anticipated, our goal may not even, that amount may not even be, true, or, that may not be reflective of what we actually will need. It might be a little bit less than that now. Any questions about this? Because this is what I wanted to end on, and this is what I wanted to make sure that I kind of foot stomped and made sure that everybody was on the same page, and also to offer assistance where needed. If there's anything that I can do, obviously I'm doing as much as I can already, but if there's anything that you guys need that I can help with, please let me know. But this is where we stand. This is what we've done so far, which I think is phenomenal. For the past 4 weeks, we've been able collectively to raise $18,315. Let me tell you something. That is phenomenal in and of itself. Okay, that deserves a round of applause. You guys can put this on your resume. Okay, this is something that you can brag about when you go to when you start interviewing and you start going to these colleges, and they ask you what experience you have, and they ask you what you've done, and how you can contribute to your communities, and how you can contribute, to their communities, to whatever it is that you're whatever your goals are, whatever you're looking to do. How are you going to do that? Listen, let me open up and show you what we were able to accomplish as a team, in less than 4 weeks. So kudos to you guys. That being said, are there any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, complaints, or otherwise?
I have a few questions, but you said you're gonna stay on the call for longer, right?
Yeah, but if you have anything that's, that pertains to all, then you can ask those questions now. You're muted. Okay, she's saying no.
No, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Anything else? Sierra, and I'm gonna just go down the line just to make sure, because I haven't heard from some of you also. Roberto, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I don't have any questions.
Okay, how you feeling? Tell me
I'm
what are
feeling
your
great.
thoughts?
I'm
Yeah?
feeling fantastic. I'm just looking forward to the. Sorry about that background noise, but I'm looking
It's
forward
okay.
to the trip.
What are you
Yeah.
looking forward to most? I know this is not an interview, but just, what are you looking forward to most?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it is in the work environment, and just getting that experience and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
also it's Jamaica. So
Yeah, it is Jamaica. Absolutely. And congratulations again, Roberto, for making your goal. And again, like I said, you guys can continue raising funds. You don't have to stop just because you made your goal. If you want to help your fellow teammates, fellow peers, please, 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 I implore you, right? This is a team effort. We're all doing this together. People who are not going are raising money just so that you guys can, right? So let's not stop here. Let's continue the momentum if we can. Cece. She did. She did. She did.
Did you?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cece.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
I was saying, did you have any?
No, I didn't.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
I'm
You
good. How are
excited?
you?
I'm
Yes,
doing
I'm
well.
excited.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Great. What are you most excited about?
The food and going and traveling to like the different islands, the different parts.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Andrew, are you there, sir?
Oh, Miss Rosie, I wanted to tell you to refresh the page.
Is Janaya trying to show out? Is that why we're refreshing pages now? Because Janaya wants to show us what just happened. All right, Janaya, I'm going to refresh the page just for you. Actually, I don't know if I can if I'm sharing. Hold on a second. I don't know. Hold on, let me stop sharing. I'm gonna have to stop sharing and do it. Give me 1 second. Andrew, are you there?
I am.
Hi, Andrew.
I
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good, good. And is your mom there?
Not right now. She's in the room.
Okay. Is she aware of? Okay, I'll talk to her offline. All
Okay.
right. How are you feeling about this internship?
I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to do this since you told me about it a while ago, you know, and now I got the chance to do it, you know. I'm a little slow with the donations, but I'm gonna get there.
That's all right. We're gonna get there. I love it. You said we're gonna get there because it's a team effort. And look at that, you guys. Miss Janaya wanted me to refresh the page because she has some exciting news to show us. $19,365, all because we just asked. What? Go ahead, Janaya. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Look at that. $1,000. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Congratulations, Janaya. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, that is awesome. That is truly bragging rights, well deserved. So congrats. All right. So while we have you, how you feeling? You good?
Yes, I'm good. I'm really good.
Okay. And what are you thinking about this trip?
Very excited. I can't wait till today. It's like I'm counting down for Jamaica.
Okay, good. And I'm very excited for you. And we've already had that conversation, so I won't delay the time with that, but just know that we are excited to have you on board with us. Sierra, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Sierra. How are you?
I'm good. I have a cold though, so I might like sound a little sick.
It's okay. I hear myself.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about this trip?
I'm super excited. I need a vacation like now.
Well, you know you're gonna have to work too, right?
Yeah, I know, but
Okay. Anything's better than being here.
yeah.
You know, it's not bad getting to work in Jamaica, so I get it. And what are you most excited about?
I guess just sightseeing and like meeting new people because I haven't really met these people yet. Yeah, and working with them.
Yeah, you got to meet some. I think you know Tyrese, you know Malachi, because they were
Yeah.
part of your cohort. So they'll be there. Yeah, you'll get to see some of them. Andrew was part of your cohort as well. So you'll get to see
Yeah.
him in person. Yeah, so awesome. All right, is there any parents? Missy, obviously, Janaya's, is it Farah? Hi, Farah. Did you have
Hi,
anything
how
you
are
wanted
you?
to add? I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, I'm good. I told her
Good.
I'm excited for her to go, but I'm going to Florida before. She said, no, it's not fair. I should take her with me because my graduation is 22nd. So I'm
Okay.
going to Florida. Yeah. So she wants
Oh,
to go. So she want to travel this summer.
oh yeah. Well, go ahead, travel. Meet us down there then. That's awesome. Well, congratulations on the graduation.
Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, Miss Vita, how you feeling?
Sorry, I'm good. I'm here. I'm excited. I'm always excited. If you
Yeah,
can, please, I know I'll have all the information that I need for when you guys are leaving, but like I said, I'm trying to book me a trip. So if you can give me the information to where y'all gonna be staying, so I can just start looking for my own flights and information in the hotel, I would greatly appreciate it.
absolutely. The more and I'm glad you said that because we're gonna close out with that part of it. But before we do, Miss C. Morgan. Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm actually very excited for the scholars and to participating and see them on the trip and really have them to experience Jamaica and the different environment, especially during this time of their Independence Week. It's going to be busy,
Yeah.
but they're going to get firsthand experience on what they do in that country and to be able to bring it back and share. I'm looking forward to their presentations. I will remind them, bring a notebook where you guys can take notes and stuff, something like that you can keep in mind to keep up when you're taking you're going to do your presentations and things like that. But I mean, I feel good with them going. I mean, the organization is great. I love S.O.A.R. And even as a parent, you still made me feel safe, even having my daughter to teach her and to actually bring her out of her shell. So it's great, especially how I see with some of the scholars too. You guys are coming out of your shells, you're growing, even during the period of the fundamentals and the advanced classes. I've seen so much growth.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Miss C, aka Professor C. Morgan. She rocked it this series teaching. She covered for one of our instructors who was out for our fundamentals, the pitch class, and then she also taught
Entrepreneurial mindset.
Entrepreneur mindset. There you go. I was gonna get it together. She taught entrepreneur mindset, and it really, was a reflective moment, I think, for all of our scholars to really think about, give them a different perspective and have them do more self-reflection. And I think it was amazing. And they walked away basically saying that that was their favorite class. So amazing. All right, everyone. That being said, we are at the hour and I just wanted to keep it there. I don't want to go any further or prolong the time. This was an amazing meeting and I'm so glad that we had it. What I do want to do though is make these more recurring. So like every 2 weeks, starting now, because the closer we get, the more information we'll likely have for you. And even if it's just to catch up on what's happening. So even after the 8 days is up through this campaign, we are not going to stop fundraising. We will continue to fundraise until we meet our goal. This is just a prettier way to do it, right? But we will continue even after, our agreement with this platform is up. We will continue moving forward with our fundraising efforts. So that being said, if we can meet starting today is Thursday, what is Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday rather, of those days, which of those days would work better for you all at around this time, 7:30 to 8:30?
Wednesday works for me.
Okay.
If it's Thursday, I can do Thursday, but Wednesday is a better day for me.
Okay. Is Wednesday good for everyone else?
Yeah, I can do
Thursday is good for me. Sierra has Thursday also in the chat.
Sierra has Thursday also. Okay. So it looks like we have Janaya. What about you and your mom?
Wednesday's good for me, but I'm not sure about my mom.
Let's have her 1 second.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yes, it's good for me too.
For Wednesday or Thursday? You were muted. I'm sorry. Did you say Wednesday or Thursday?
Oh, sorry, Wednesday. Wednesday is good.
Wednesday is good. Okay. Missy, are you able to do Wednesdays at all or no?
7:30 time. 6:30. That could work. I just had to make sure I could be on because I have another training on Wednesdays. but
Oh, okay.
I know I'm
Okay.
behind that hour, so it should be okay. I should be able to move it in there. I might not be able to stay in the whole time, but majority of the time.
Okay. All right. And if we need to, like, we can always kind of forecast, stay on or keep it for Wednesdays. And if we need to push it to Thursday, we can do that if everyone is okay with that. But
And
we'll
also look at the recording too, so that's an option too, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll definitely keep recording. And I'll also send, have the meeting minutes sent to you all so you guys can refer to that as well. Okay. So we'll do Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30. And I actually have a youth class, Bible study class that I teach 2 months out of the year, and they fall on Wednesdays as well, but it's from 8:30 to 9. So that, Wednesday works for me. Bible studies are Thursday, so they don't tend to work as well, but I can multitask. So, but Wednesdays will be, and then I'll put a recurring meeting out there for everyone. And then, obviously I'll remind you all closer to that time. So then our next meeting from today will be, drum roll please. So today is Thursday, so the 14th of, yeah, that should still work. The 14th of June. And then that following, I will actually be out of the country myself on the 28th of June. And so we may have to skip that week and move it to the following week, which would be July the 5th. Would everybody be okay with meeting on July the 5th? So I'll put the date on, okay, for the 14th, and then we wouldn't meet again until July the 5th. And then the 19th, OMG, and we'll probably end up like a back-to-back meeting the 26th, because then the 28th, we are out of here. So we don't have that long. It's really just, yeah, that right around the corner. It's that close. All right, so we have and if you guys want to write this down again, it's recorded, so we'll get that sent out to you. But right now it's the 14th, the 5th,
yep,
the 19th, and the 26th. And that'll be our final meeting, bringing it all together, having everybody just on one accord, making sure everybody's good with everything that we're about to embark on, and then we're out of here. So I will be booking flights most likely this week, just to get the flights out of the way, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. And just so that everyone knows, we're going to stick with Newark, New Jersey. And again, if there's any issues with travel or anything like that, for those of you who live like in the city, we'll work to accommodate that. And if we need to, there's hotels by the airport. So if we need to figure that out, we can. I also, we have extra bedroom here if anybody wants to come and crash. So we got it. We're going to get it together. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and have a great evening.
Thank you. Have a great evening, everybody.
Good night. Thank you. Janaya, I'll stay on because I know you have questions. Good night, Missy. Okay, Janaya, did you have questions? You're muted.
No, I was just like trying to get to know like the girls that I'm gonna be staying with in Jamaica and stuff, all that. So it's Sierra?
Yeah, so it's Seoni, which is, we call her Cece.
Okay.
And that's Miss C's daughter.
Okay.
And then Sierra. So Sierra goes to school in New York. She's one of our New York scholars. And that's it. So it'll be 3. Amy will not be going with us. I confirmed with her dad that she will not be attending. And that's fine. We're gonna,
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
And neither is Prince?
No, unfortunately, he has an internship that conflicts with the time of our internship. And so he literally just emailed me right before this call to let me know that he wouldn't be able to attend because of the dates. They conflict, they overlap. So he won't be there either, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
But he was looking forward to it. he was sure looking forward to it, and he had already started raising money and everything. As you can see, you'll see, you know, his name is all over there too. So I don't know how he's going to handle that. I told him to let his people know, you know, in the event that they want a refund, because we'll have to work that out. But yeah, so they and I kind of anticipated it, which is why I didn't have them listed initially anyway, because he had told me earlier on that he, you know, he did the interview yesterday and he was supposed to find out in 2 weeks, but he found out today. So, but it's okay. We have 9 scholars going. We overestimated on the scholars as well. We had 14 going initially, and now we have, but we only wanted 10. We had the, you know, things work out the way that it did, and so now we are, you know, we have our 9. We wanted 10, and actually 9 is great. You know, the smaller the number,
right?
I was gonna say, the smaller the number, the better it is for us. Absolutely. The more we can do, the more we can accomplish, the more one-on-one time you guys will have. So absolutely, it does work out. You know, I'm saddened by, you know, some scholars not being able to attend just because of that. But listen, you know, next time they'll learn. They'll you know, they'll get on board with it. Anything else?
No, I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too. Good night.
All right.